Allocutio, third Sunday of Lent. Theme: Legionaries, set no limits. 8th of March, 2026. Chapter 39. Coordinated points of the Legion Apostolate. Number 1. Souls are not approached except with Mary. As a legionary, may the theme of the third Sunday of Lent be a call for us: set no limits. We are often blinded and fall into this mindset that there's only a limit to our help. We often hear from fellow legionaries that I will have done all the apostolate, visited the sick and remote places, but you are all just me. What have you done in our praesidium? This kind of thinking is so limited that it is unclear where the spirit of Mary is as legionary. Often it's beneficial to be active engaged in the apostolate, but neglecting one's own family is not advisable either. It is necessary to balance such church and family work. In the Legion of Mary, the encounter that we on the well serve as a perfect blueprint of apostolic action. The relationship between this gospel and the Legion handbook centers of the contact, the Spirit of Mary, and the Spirit of the Legion. Try to reflect also on the third sports soul. Therefore, the handbook states that the legion must be filled with the Spirit of Mary to share in her concern to the world, just as Jesus' physical thirst was obeyed for his hunger for souls. The legionaries call to see Christ in every person. The reflection here is that legionary does not just do work, but satisfy the thirst of Jesus by bringing him to those of the wells of modern life. The individual contact that we see in the handbook emphasizes personal humble contact. Jesus' approach to the Samaritan woman is the ultimate example of this, and we see the breaking barriers that Jesus ignores social taboos. The handbook urges legionaries to set no limits to their zeal and to approach those whom society or the parish might avoid. If you try to see more, the dialogue of Jesus starts with a simple request: "Give me a drink." The handbook teaches the legionaries should begin with a patient and friendly conversation to win the heart before backing the mind, but the result for every member is an apostle. The Samaritan woman becomes a precursor to the apostle. She leaves her jar and immediately tells her town about Christ. This mirrors the legionary vocation. Every person, no matter their past, is called to be active instrument of grace. The woman's testimony, "Come, see a man," the essence of the legion's mission to lead others to a personal encounter with the Lord. We see that early church fathers interpreted the gospel of the Samaritan woman through rich symbolic lenses that connect deeply to the Lenten journey of the baptismal preparation and conversion. We are familiar with St. Augustine. For him, this encounter is a symbol of the gentle church. We can say that the church from the Gentiles, Augustine famously saw in the Samaritan woman a symbol of the church not yet made righteous, but we can also say that this is a universal call because she was a foreigner and a sinner. She represents the Gentiles, non-Jews, who would eventually find faith in Christ. We can also see a kind of symbolism in the living, the water jar. Augustine interpreted her leaving the water jar as a sign of leaving behind carnal desires, or the old life once she had tasted the spiritual living water. Also, we can see the recent fathers have used the Sunday to highlight the extraordinary catechesis on faith found in the Gospel of John. This third Sunday of Lent also sees Pope Francis, who emphasizes that mercy is greater than prejudices. He notes that the Samaritan woman's decision to leave her water jar symbolizes setting aside the interior water jar of sins and distractions that weigh us down. So, to all legionaries, I'm inviting you to see clearly the message of the Lenten journey that we see in the living water and spiritual thirst. Another point we can see is the limitless mercy of God, which we encountered between Jesus and the Samaritan woman, demonstrate that God's mercy defends beyond traditional social, religious, and ethnic boundaries. I hope that we can see the worship in spirit and truth that Jesus reveals that the true worship is not confined to a specific physical location, but in the internal reality of the heart. Therefore, again, for you and me, what wells am I currently visiting on social media success, comfort, or distraction that leave me feeling thirsty again just an hour later? This Lent, Jesus waits as the well of our daily lives, inviting us to trade our heavy, empty jars for a spring that never runs dry. I hope all of us have a meaningful Lent journey. For reflection discussion, when we perform our weekly works, are we like the women before the encounter just carrying a jar and going through the motions, or are we like the women after the encounter leaving our own interests behind the run and well others about the living water?